What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jeremy Wormy. Now, I have yet to watch Castlevania Nocturne, I think is what it's called. Gonna be real honest with you, I'm not a Castlevania fan. I've only played like the first Castlevania game, never really got through it, never really got into it. Granted, I'm a Gen Z guy, so that's not super shocking to anybody. Now, the anime did come out. Prior anime, the Castlevania anime on Netflix. I will admit, I kind of liked it. I liked that anime. There are obviously points in the anime that I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. What the heck did you guys just do there? There's obviously very woke moments throughout the entire anime. I'm not gonna deny that. I just think there are also very good heroic moments, especially there towards the end, that I think it's kind of outweighed. It's more sprinkled throughout versus blatant in your face. Now, when you do see some of the moments, it very much is blatant in your face. I'm not going to lie, but it's not, you know, you skip one certain season, never go back. You're pretty much good. I'm going to be real honest with you. Like, real honest. But altogether, I have yet to watch Nocturne. Apparently it's super woke garbage, but that's not what this is about. This is about something completely different. Castlevania Nocturne director Samuel Dietz disavows Netflix marketing insulting of Is it Rickert or Richard? I think it's Rickert. Richter? Richter. I think it's Richter Belmont. See, I'm not a Castlevania fan. Richter Belmont. It was disrespectful to the story, characters, fans, and to us creators. Now, from my understanding, the show's super duper woke, super duper cringe, super duper still disrespectful to the source material. That being said, I have yet to watch it, so I'm going to keep those out from what I am seeing here. What I am seeing here is at least a director explaining why he did some of the things he did, showing some reverence to the source material. From my view, again, haven't seen the show yet. Don't know if I will watch the show, even though I really do like the end of the first one. I'll outright admit that. And there's some things that look interesting here, but I have to preface that, okay? But let's get into it. Despite the fact that the series itself treats the source material with an arguably worse level of care, director Samuel Dietz has decried Netflix's recent attempt to market Castlevania's Nocturne by publicly insulting its lead protagonist, fan favorite vampire slayer Richter Belmont. I'm gonna go ahead and just show you the tweet Netflix put out. No matter what the timeline, the Belmonts stay getting humbled by their magic companions. The Belmont boy turned out to be useless as fudge. Okay, that's the tweet that gets put out. Now, this is a criticism abounding. I would now put the context in here because I was like, oh, this doesn't sound awful, not great, but let's see what was the context. Yeah, it doesn't really help, to be honest. The insult in question, as made by the series' official Twitter account on September 30th, was itself inspired by the series' events, which began in Nocturne's fourth episode, Hours of the Earth. Therein, during Richter, Mary, and Annette's mission to rescue the latter's captured companion, I'm not even going to try to say that name, Eduarder? I don't know. The group finds themselves in a surprise confrontation with the vampire Olrox, probably, otherwise known as the beast that ended the life of Rickert's mom. Richter's mom. Unprepared to so suddenly find himself face to face with his mother's killer, Richter soon experiences a bout of PTSD, the pain of which causes him to turn tail and abandon the mission. As he does, annoyed with his sudden exit, Annette accuses the traumatized Belmont of being nothing more than a run-of-the-mill coward. Knowing somewhat of the context, I can see both sides of this argument. I do think there is character growth here. Granted, again, I have not seen it, so this is what I'm taking off from face value right now. There's probably some character growth here. There's probably just stating, hey, you know, he needs to man the hell up and deal with this issue. I can also fully understand running away in this situation. So it's hard for me to criticize it. Again, I don't have a connection to this, so it is hard, but I'm not really talking about that. Later on in Nocturne's 6th episode, Guilty Men to be Judged, Annette vents her frustration over this event to the spirit of her mentor, Cecile. Still annoyed with Richter's quick exit, Annette at one point laments how the Belmont boy turned out to be useless as fudge. He literally ran away. She then proclaims ran away. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. I would expect at least 2 episodes in, you would have at least probably have understood why he got so scared, but okay, I'm not here for that. Okay, so we get to the tweet. We move on. Twitter freaks out. Rightfully so. Fans of the creation rightfully are not happy with this. I agree with that. This is not something you want to be seeing. A character calling a fan favorite character, a new race changed character, calling a fan favorite character a useless fudge is not something fans of the content want to see. This Belmont slander is getting ridiculous. And what timeline or universe are the Belmonts being humbled by their companions outside of this adaptation? I don't know why these writers hate the Belmonts so much, but it's getting really old. Need I remind you that Simon Belmont single-handedly killed Dracula twice, and the second time he was practically on his deathbed trying to kill Dracula. These shows are written by no one except charlatans. Charlatans and wretches envious of the devotion the games have garnered. Y'all had one of the best things with Castlevania, and y'all blew it. This is why people love the strike. You literally suck at your own jobs and deserve to lose. I agree. I agree with all this. For the people who are seriously big fans of Castlevania, I think this is right. I think you are rightfully annoyed with this. Me, a guy who's not a super big fan, I like the first anime, haven't seen this. When I see that tweet, I view it and I say this is disrespectful. This is not something you should be using to promote your new show. This is actually the exact opposite thing of what you should be doing. But hey, I'm just a random dude in an office up here, okay? And I have a crazy cat somewhere around here. Okay, moving on. Eventually, Netflix post was brought to the personal attention of Dietz himself, courtesy of a fan who tagged the director's Twitter account. What a strange take. I always thought the Belmont family were heroes of the legend. Flawed at times, yes, but heroes nonetheless. Should viewers be hating Richter right now because I haven't gotten to this episode yet? At Samuel Dietz. So he responds, we don't run this account and I do not endorse this post. Now, I'm confused here. Again, have not seen the show. I have heard that it is crazy woke and people are not happy with it. The next round of tweets, I don't know if it's him trying to save face or if it's him trying to explain what he did, what's going on, but it does seem a little bit like trying to garner sympathy with the fans and trying to connect with the fans a little bit. I will admit to that. Again, don't have a connection here. Not a uber mega fan like some of the other people out there, and probably some people in my comment section. I'll admit it. But he responds, where's my mouse? There it is. Man, not to get vague tweet, not too vague tweet, but I work too damn much to have to add keep an eye on marketing so they don't misrepresent our show to my grossly oversized to-do list. You know, I actually think that's a smart tweet, even though I don't know what you put out yet. So I think that is a smart tweet. I asked them to take the post down because, for one, while I'd like to believe it was unintentional, it came across to us as baiting rage engagement. This goes fundamentally against everything we believe. And second, it was disrespectful to the story, characters, fans, and to us as creators. I like him saying this. I'm not gonna lie. Again, I haven't seen the show yet, but this seems right. Even if the show's woke garbage, this does garner sympathy. This does garner the fact that, hey, he is at least trying not to hate you guys. He took the material in his own way, probably the wrong way, I'll be honest. Richter's story arc is about his trauma, grief, the burden of his legacy, and fear of living up to it. But coming out the other side for the people he loves and becoming the hero we know him to be. His grief over his mother's death hits right at home with me as someone who spent the better part of a decade bottling up and struggling to process the death of my father. The guilt I have felt as if there were something I could have done differently. Why in the world would I want to make a mockery of that? That's a fair point. I think that is a fair point to take. He has his own issues. He put it into the show and saw something to relate there. I think that's fine. Again, I haven't seen the show, so for those of you who have seen the show in my comment section, keep that in mind. I have yet to see it. The burden of carrying a legacy hits right at home too, as we try to carry the weight of the Castlevania legacy. From my understanding, you guys failed, to be quite honest, but it's heavy. We work long hours, full of anxiety, trying to do our best to live up to it. There's a piece of us in his story. It's not something we take lightly. Anyways, these are some things I just need to get off my chest. There's probably gonna be a few people annoyed with me that I said it, but I felt like it needed to be said. Wish me luck. Now, the show is probably still woke garbage. I will completely admit that. I have yet to watch it. I know what happened in the first one. There are some serious moments that are like blatant in your face. I have to admit it. Alucard getting bent over. But what I do have to say is when you see a director come out and do this, even if they put out woke garbage, even if they do stuff that you don't like, when they're coming out here and blatantly saying, hey, we're wanting to respect the fans here, we're wanting to respect the source material to the best of our abilities, and we put some of our stuff in here, and there's a character arc here, and we don't like the fact that Netflix fan baited and tried to rage bait reactions, so we got them to take that down. I kind of like that. I think there is something to be said with actions like that. And I kind of think more creators need to be going out there and doing that. You would save a lot of time and a lot of energy. But that's just my take. Let me get your guys' down in the comment section below. Do you think that this at least makes the director a little bit more understanding some of the material, willing to at least watch it, even if it is woke garbage, just to say, hey, I like what you said there? Or let me get your thoughts on all that down in the comment section below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it out, friends, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video and go live, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now. What's going on, guys? Listen, I don't know about you, but I like to indulge in some of the liquids of fun times, okay? And oftentimes I wake up the next day with a headache and stuff like that. And to be honest, the only way that truly helps cure these morning blues, as I would call them, would be coffee. And you know who puts out good coffee, guys? Coffeebrandcoffee.com. Listen, Coffee Brand Coffee is an American-based company. It was founded by the Quartering. He's going out there. He just wants to sell you coffee. He doesn't want to sell you a political opinion. He doesn't care what your politicals are. He doesn't even care what your cultural opinions are, okay? He just wants to come out here and sell good American coffee sourced here in the States. It is It is all fantastic and amazing. You have 4,000 verified reviews. Most of them are 5-star, 4-star. People are loving this, and I don't blame them, because when you take a look at some of these flavors, you got bourbon flavored coffee. God dang, that sounds amazing. You got gunpowder green tea. I like the boom boom sticks, and I want to know what's going on right there. And when I drink CoCo, I haven't drank it in a while due to the keto diet, trying to lose some weight. But when I do drink CoCo or anything like that, I like some sweetness, I like some richness, and I like some enjoyability in my CoCo. That's why I'm taking a look over here at this rich caramel CoCo. I mean, just think of how amazing it is. And guys, if you go to Coffee Brand Coffee, which links will be in the description down below, you can use coupon code BACKTACO, one word, BACKTACO, and you can get 10% off your purchase. That's coffeebrandcoffee.com, coupon code BACKTACO.